This podcast is brought to you by niggas who are generally concerned with most of the dumb shit that's going on right now. By the way, I'm your host, Billy Cash, aka Cole, and welcome to Social Climate. Welcome back to another episode of Social Climate. I am your host, Billy Cash. You know what I'm talking about, man. Salute to the subscribers. Salute to the notification gang. Salute to those who share my videos and click like on my videos. You know what I'm talking about? And on this episode right here, we're talking about racial profiling. It always happens. This time it's happening on a Delta Airlines flight. So let's get to it. Let me tell you who you're looking at. You're looking at Fatima Cody Stanford, a Harvard graduate, a doctor, very successful with many accolades that I'm not really going to run down right now. But she was catching a flight from Indianapolis to Boston when it seems as if the lady sitting beside her was having some problems. She got sick. She was having some kind of anxiety attack. So by her being a doctor, she decides to help the lady. The flight attendants seen her helping the woman, and they're wondering, what the fuck are you doing? And immediately, Fatima whips out her credentials and say, hey man, I'm a goddamn doctor. I'm qualified to do this. But for some reason, they felt like she wasn't qualified to do this at all. One flight attendant got another flight attendant, and they're steadily harassing this woman who's trying to help another woman who's sick. Now this shit is sick, because even if she wasn't a doctor, if you trying to administer aid to help a person on a flight, you should be able to do so to comfort somebody. But one of the flight attendants asked her, after looking at her credentials, was she a head doctor? Ooh. Now at this point, Fatima should have took off her shoes and said, come on, post up, ho. It's time to go. She didn't do that. She endured all the criticism until she got off the plane. And what do we do nowadays? We go to social media. She tweeted about it. And Delta Airlines had to administer an apology. Man, y'all check out some video on this and I'm coming back. Social Climb.
Residencies in internal medicine and pediatrics.
Her list of credentials goes on and on.
And then completed a 3-year obesity medicine fellowship at Massachusetts General Hospital and at Harvard Medical School.
Credentials Dr. Fatima Cody Stanford says were called into question during a Delta flight with a connection to Logan using its partner, Republic Airlines. She was helping a woman with a panic attack when an attendant asked,
well, are you a doctor? And I said, absolutely. And then I immediately hand her my medical license.
Then another attendant.
And she says, well, can I see your medical license? I'm like, absolutely.
Then they both returned.
Are you really an MD? So is this your license? And I said, why would this not be my license?
She feels certain it's because she's a black woman.
Delta actually changed its policy a couple of years ago to stop requiring medical professionals to show credentials before helping other passengers in need.
The doctor later tweeted about it, prompting hundreds of responses. Delta sent us a statement. We thank Dr. Stanford for her medical assistance on board and are sorry for any misunderstanding that may have occurred. Delta does not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
And I really don't think of anything I could have done any differently to make this any better. But I do think that raising my voice and making sure that people recognize this issue and how pervasive it still is in our society is of significant importance.
And making sure future passengers get the help they need without so many questions for the doctor. Christina Hager, WBZ News.
In 2018, I don't get white women. Now you have some white women that champion other women and want them to be equal on an equal playing field. They support other black women, just women in general, and that's great. But then you have other white women who can't stand to see a gathering of black people at a barbecue. They want to call authorities. They see a black woman on a plane administering help to another passenger, and they want to alert authorities, saying her credentials are fake. Fatima Stanford has many accolades behind her name. She graduated from Harvard. She actually teaches at Harvard. She works at Massachusetts General Hospital. It's black excellence at its best. And I guess as accomplished as she is, an apology from Delta Airlines was enough for her. But over here at Social Climate, we are very petty. And I think that she should sue them motherfuckers. As always, be careful and stay prayerful. Social Climate, I'm out. Click like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. Yeah.